fucking ingenious.
You always hear me talking about movies all the time. I know. I know I talk about it quite a bit. But you know what? I like music too. So I wanted to show you my CD collection and talk about music for a little bit. So let's just do this. Here we go. Lower the camera down. Alright, here's my CD collection. Which I don't listen to that much these days because of YouTube and Pandora. I'm typically on the internet, you know, listening to my music. But I still have my CDs, and let's go through these real quick. Incubus, which is their first, well, I think it is their first album, Fungus Among Us. Really funky, kind of sounds like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It doesn't sound like what Incubus sounds like today, but it's pretty interesting music. It's got, you know, it's upbeat. AC/DC, Stiff Upper Lip is what that one is. I got Mazzy Star here. I really like Mazzy Star. They're kind of like a folky, acoustic, dream pop band. The Stooges. Oh, I love me the Stooges. This is their newest album. Doesn't sound like their old albums, but I dig it nonetheless. This is Manson's newest CD, Born Villain. Pretty damn good. Manson always delivers. Over here we got old school Pantera. Old school Pantera before Cowboys from Hell. Power metal. This is when they sounded like glam metal a little bit. Got some Slipknot, more Korn, Muse. Somebody made that for me. It's okay. I like Muse. They're alright. More Korn, more Manson. David Night Eagle. This is like some Native American flute music. Lamb of God. Really like me some Lamb of God. They're a good metal. Essentials. Sights and Sounds. Just got a bunch of old school stuff on it. Bob Dylan, Johnny Cash, Bruce Springsteen, Janis Joplin. All that good ass old music. Lucia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She used to sing for a band called Drill, which I think I have their CD. And then she has been singing for KMFD. I can't even remember how it's called. This is her solo CD. It's very kind of poppy. Kind of sounds like Britney Spears. I like it, but it's definitely different than like the Drill CD, which is just like straight hard rock. Oh, here it is right there, Drill. Burned again. Yeah, they only released one CD. And this is it. And it came out in like 1995. Really good hard rock with a female vocalist. I got Amy Winehouse. I like Amy Winehouse. Fleetwood Mac. More Korn. I think I have almost every Korn CD. This is called Burning Sky. Native American group. Just instrumental. Really good. It'll like get you feeling all peaceful and relaxed. It's kind of like that chill music. Devil Driver, pretty damn good metal band. Check them out. Attila the Hunza. This is a local band from Prescott, Arizona, where I'm from. I really like their music. It's hard to describe. It's very eclectic. It's kind of all over the place. Yeah, I don't think they ever made it big or anything. I'm not even sure if they're still together. Ooh, look at this. I got a Charles Manson CD. Actual Charles Manson CD. I saw it at the store one day, and I was like, well, how many times am I going to have the chance to buy a Charles Manson CD? So I bought it. It's very, you know, acoustic, folky music. It's got his crazy lyrics and the way he kind of gets in your head. I know it sounds crazy, but he does. Like, he makes a lot of sense with the things he says in the songs. So it's totally kind of understandable how he, you know, brainwashed people to do his bidding. I know it's creepy that I have that. It's okay though, you know. Mower, really excellent metal band. Well, rock band. I don't think I would go so far as to call them metal per se. Really good rock band. Mower, check them out. Blue Oyster Cult. Here we go. I love Blue Oyster Cult. You probably know that about me, but I freaking love them. Got a bunch of their CDs. They're underrated, like hella underrated. More Amy Winehouse. Moon Sorrow is a kind of a metal band. They play kind of Celtic metal, if that makes sense. It's interesting to hear. See, the reason why almost all of these are burned is because all my original CDs got stolen from me. I used to own a convertible and I would leave the top down because I was trying to be trusting of humanity. And one day somebody stole my fucking CDs and it had all my original stuff. They stole it. But the thing is, like, everybody listens to shit. That's my opinion, but everybody listens to like rap and hip hop and bullshit like that. So I don't know why they bothered stealing my CDs. I'm sure they didn't like any of it. It's all rock and metal. They probably just tossed it into the fucking dumpster after they found it. But anyway, I did happen to have all copies, like digital copies, so I burned them out, and now I've got all these burned CDs. Pink Floyd, that's a best of. Some OTEP, they just released a new album, like really, literally, like just now. The last OTEP album, actually, is what she's saying. More Pantera. Burn the Priest. This was the name of Lamb of God before they changed their name to Lamb of God. They were called Burn the Priest. Really impressive metal. Still, it sounds like Lamb of God, but maybe a little bit more intense. Rasputina. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rasputina. They're like a cello trio. That's a funny thing to say. Cello trio. But it's my understanding that Rasputina back in the 90s actually invented the electric cello. And so they get some interesting sounds out of it. Since then, other bands have started using it, like Apocalyptica. But it's my understanding that it all started with Rasputina. They make some unique music. It's eclectic for sure. You either like it or you don't like it. But this is a good CD. This is their live album. You should check them out. See if you can get into it. It's not for everybody. More Rasputina. I got David Bowie here, Reality. I really like that CD. I like David Bowie, but I like this. It's a good album. It's worth noting that back in the early 80s, Ministry's first album sounded like new wave stuff, very kind of mainstream and poppy new wave, and then all of a sudden they just started making this heavy industrial metal. So good for you guys. Stone Temple Pilots, I got Michael Jackson's Best Of CD. Michael Jackson made really good music while he was around. I know he was the grunt of a lot of jokes, but his music is pretty damn good. Alanis Morissette, Flavors of Entanglement, that's a good CD. True Sounds of Liberty is a punk band somebody sent me. I haven't gotten into it. I want to listen to it some more. Maybe I will, because I like punk. Iron Butterfly, there you go, some psychedelic stuff. More Blue Oyster Cult. This is more Manson here, Eat Me, Drink Me. This is his Love album. Obviously, you can tell by the heart symbol. It's one of those albums that really divided the fans. You either love it or you hate it. Got you some Rob Zombie here. Cat Power, Led Zeppelin. Mars Accelerator is a band from Washington State. Again, I don't know how to classify their sound, but it's pretty interesting. Pearl Jam, Ozzy, Coal Chamber, they're just okay. I got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club here. I don't really care for the Beatles. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do. I don't dig it. I tried. That's why I have the CD. I tried to give them a chance, but this is Beck. I like Beck, but this album is pretty blah. It's very experimental, kind of like a country western experimental Beck album. I don't know. I don't get into it, but I really like Beck though. Godhead's good. I wish I had more of their CDs. I only got the one. The Doors, love me the Doors. More Lamb of God here. Nine Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. Yeah, I like Nine Inch Nails, but I'm not usually in the mood to listen to them. You know, because they're so fucking depressing. But still, I like Nine Inch Nails. I got Poe. Not sure if you're familiar with Poe. She's a female artist. She doesn't do a whole lot of work. She's only got like 2 or 3 CDs. Drain STH. Now here we go. This was an all-female metal band from Switzerland. They only made 2 CDs, unfortunately. Fucking love them, though. Excellent. Excellent metal. Oh, check out Drain. They're good. Good stuff. ZZ Top's awesome. Here we go. Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. This was before they changed their name to just Marilyn Manson. This is all the demo stuff from like 1989 through 1993. Very eclectic, unique, trippy, psychedelic, uh, like lo-fi demo music. You just gotta hear it to know what I'm talking about. Very impressive, really. Garbage. AC/DC's Black Ice, the last album. Kind of really waiting for them to put out a new one. I actually heard they said that a new AC/DC might be out in 2014 or 2015, something like that. Hopefully it comes sooner. I'm ready for some more AC/DC. Silverchair. I don't listen to these guys, and I don't know why I have this. Just another one of those bands that I tried to give a chance, and I can't really get into. Disturbed is good. Here's a little story about Disturbed. I didn't like them at first. Their first album came out. I thought it was crap, but of course all I heard was the radio singles, which was played constantly, and then all my friends had the CD, and they would just listen to that stupid monkey song. I don't know. I'm not going to try and imitate it, although I just did. But I thought that was so fucking stupid, and I hated Disturbed at first. And then once their like as soon as they started coming out with more albums, every album after the first one I've loved. So yeah, it was a bad first impression, but I really like Disturbed now. I see them in concert, and they were like top notch. They blew the roof off the place. Smashing Pumpkins, gotta love the Smashing Pumpkins, man. Gotta love them. And I like that they're experimental and that they don't necessarily try and please the fans. They just do what they want to do every time they make a CD. I think that's cool, and they always come out with something very interesting sounding. Let's see, Van Morrison. Ooh, I love me some Van Morrison. I don't know, man. I just dig that old school sound. I got some Scissor Sisters here. I think I got into them because I found their CD at the library and I took it home to give it a listen. Scissor Sisters. Kind of club music, sort of, a little bit, and poppy. I don't know, but they're interesting. I like them. It's more like for a upbeat party situation. And then I got some more Stooges here, classic Stooges. Funhouse. Hope Sandoval. She is the lead singer, or was the lead singer of Mazzy Star, and she's put out a few solo albums, and I love them all. I love all Mazzy Star. I love Hope Sandoval. Good shit. And that reaches the end of my CDs. I haven't bought a CD in like years. It's kind of sad. But so that's it. As far as my CDs go, like I got a lot more bands that I like Megadeth, Slayer. Really, 07. Just. The list is kind of endless, so this video would go on too long if I was talking about all the bands I like. Family Force 5. See what I mean? So I'll cut it here. That's the general core of what I really like. It's a lot of rock and metal. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week. Tell me what music you like. Leave it in the comments, sucker. Catch you guys next week. Bye.